Hi guys and welcome to Salim's Kitchen. In today's video I will show you how to make crispy and delicious spring rolls like these. We will begin by making the spring roll filling. So let's do our preparation work first. Finely dice one red pepper, one green pepper and one yellow pepper. Two small carrots washed and diced. 1 medium onion finely diced. 300 grams of chicken fillets finely diced. And lastly, one small bunch of spring onion finely sliced. Now that all our preparation work is completed, let's move on and cook the chicken filling. Now heat your pan on high heat and add in 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. When your oil is nice and hot, add in the chicken fillets, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste. Now give this a good mix. And allow the chicken to cook for 6 to 8 minutes or until all the water that is released dries out, and mix it occasionally. After 6 minutes, the chicken fillets are now ready. You can see all the water dried out. Now add in 1 teaspoon of mixed masala. I will leave the recipe for this mixed masala in the description box below. Now give this a quick mix. Once you have mixed it well, add in the onions, the peppers, and the carrots. Mix this well. And allow it to cook for 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, give it a quick mix. And there you have it. Our chicken filling is now ready. So it's a very quick stir fry and the vegetables are not overcooked. Now switch off your stove and add in the spring onion. Give this a good mix. And there you have it, guys. Beautiful chicken filling for our spring rolls. Let me show you how beautiful it looks. Now let's allow this to cool down and make our spring roll pastry. In a mixing bowl, add in 1 cup like this, or 125 grams of all-purpose wheat flour, 1 flat teaspoon of salt. Now give this a quick mix to mix in the salt with the flour. Now the water I am using is normal tap water, which is lukewarm water. So we are going to add in little at a time to form a dough. Now once your dough is formed, knead it well for 2 to 3 minutes. Once you have kneaded your dough well, you will get a good consistency dough, and the water I used to form this dough is 90 milliliters of water. So to make a good samosa pastry dough, the ratio will be 125 grams of all-purpose wheat flour to 90 milliliters of water. Now let's rest this dough for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes of resting the dough, roll it out into a 32 centimeters long cylinder. Now cut out 8 4 centimeters size pieces. Use a ruler as your guide just to mark them out. Now turn them into cylinders by simply rolling it a bit like this here to bring it back into a cylinder shape like this, and just gently press it down to form a disc. Once your discs are formed, we are going to roll them out into rotis, but you have to keep them all covered and work with one disc at a time. When rolling, work with dry flour. This is the same all-purpose wheat flour we used to make the dough. Now first press your roti out or your disc out a bit like this using your fingers, as this makes rolling much more easier. Now apply dry flour on both sides. And now you can start rolling. Always roll in a circular motion and try to roll out a round roti. So you will roll out a saucer size roti. Once you have rolled out all of your rotis, we are now going to use vegetable oil to oil them in layers of 8. Now you can use a brush to do the oiling, or you can use your fingers. Make sure you oil them well. And this is the 8th roti, which you will not oil. Now, once your oiling and layering have been completed, we are going to roll this out a bit, not too much. So first use your fingers like this and press it out a bit on both sides. Now this will help you to set the rotis. So when you're rolling, they don't slide away. Once you have pressed it out, add dry flour on both sides. This is the same all-purpose wheat flour we used to make the dough. Now the flour will prevent your sheet from sticking to the workboard and to your rolling pin. Now roll it out very little. So when you're rolling, try and maintain it to be round like this. And there you have it, guys. Our sheet is now rolled out. Remember, when rolling out your sheet, do not press your rolling pin hard and roll. Roll very gently. Now for toasting, preheat your oven at 250 degrees Celsius. Now set your sheet onto your baking tray. Now we are going to toast it in the oven for 3 minutes or until you see it rising or bubbles starting to appear. When you're adding your tray into the oven, set it high up, more towards the grilling element, right on top. Now after 3 minutes, you can see how the bubbles started to appear and it started to rise slightly. So toast it longer if you have to until you start to see bubbles forming, and then turn it over. Now toast it for 20 seconds. And after 20 seconds, the pastry is now ready. Now let's separate them. You can see how beautiful it separates. Once you have separated them, keep them covered in a damp cloth. Now remember, the bottom sheet and the top sheet will sometimes stick or sometimes it might break, but you can see my one, but I can still get a few spring rolls out of this here. I will show you when we start making the spring rolls. Now keeping it covered in a damp cloth keeps your sheet nice and moist and they don't dry out. For the sticking paste, in a mixing bowl, add in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose wheat flour, water as required to form a nice thick paste. Now, one sheet will give you 4 spring rolls. First, fold your sheet in half like this and press it down here. Then open it. You will get a center mark here. So cut on that center mark. And then fold this in half and do the same thing. Press it down here and you will get a mark. So cut on that mark. And the same thing here. Add in your filling. And just stretch your filling out a bit like this. Now lift the end and go over your filling and pull it slightly back like that. And then fold the right hand corner like this. And the left hand side corner, fold it like that. Now let's apply sticking paste. And then roll it forward until the end. And there you have it. Our first spring roll is ready. As simple as that. All our spring rolls are ready. Now let's shallow fry them in vegetable oil. Now for storing, you can pack them in freezer bags like this here. And you can store them in the freezer for up to 6 months. Now heat the vegetable oil on medium heat and only add in your spring rolls when the oil is nice and hot. Now fry them until they turn golden brown in color. Turn them occasionally so they fry evenly. And once they turn golden brown in color like this, you can remove them. So there you have it, guys. Beautiful, crispy chicken spring rolls, a step-by-step tutorial. For bigger quantities, simply double the ingredients. So guys, please be sure to give this recipe a try. Thank you for watching. Until my next video, stay blessed and peace out.